Well, guys, today we're going to be talking about the most subscribed person on YouTube in history. We're going to be talking about MrBeast. Yep, that's right. We're talking about the man himself, the king of the algorithm. He's faced some hot water this year. We're going to go over everything. Not just the hot water, we're looking at his whole life, essentially. Now, full disclosure. I'm only sticking to the facts here. I'm only sticking to what could be allegations as well. And I will definitely make note of what the difference is between facts and allegations. I'm going to let you, the audience, decide, is MrBeast guilty of this or that, or did he scam people on this or that, or is he responsible for this or that? It's not my decision to force you guys to decide how to think. I want to just go over everything, give my personal thoughts on things as well, and you guys can let me know in the comments below where you stand on this man. So we're going to go over it. Thank you for watching the video. Please remember to hit the subscribe button. In the background, we're going to have music playing from Altered Beast. It's a Sega Genesis game. So I thought it'd be appropriate since we're talking about MrBeast. So without further ado, let's jump right to it. And I will not use his real name, but it's easily publicly available. I'll refer to him as MrBeast or Beast. But Beast was born May 7th, 1998. He's an American YouTuber, internet personality, philanthropist, and businessman. He is best known for his fast-paced and high-production videos featuring elaborate challenges and lucrative giveaways. With over 312 million subscribers, throw some my way, he has the most subscribed YouTube channel, a position he has held since June 1st, 2024, during which he became the first channel to reach 300 million subscribers. I wonder what the play button for that looks like. And is the third most followed creator on TikTok with over 103 million followers. He also has over 60 million followers on Instagram and 30.9 million on Twitter. So, put it this way. The dude has to be completely fucking loaded. Like, rich as hell. He's the most successful social media person that has ever lived. So, full disclosure, I really haven't watched him that much, though. I'm one of the few, I guess, that haven't. MrBeast grew up in Greenville, North Carolina. He began posting videos to YouTube in early 2012 under the handle MrBeast6000. His early content ranged from Let's Plays to videos estimating the wealth of YouTubers. So, I find this interesting that he immediately was like interested in how much money someone made. I mean, looking at the mindset of this individual, is this someone that truly wanted to put on something entertaining? Or is this somebody that was like, I'm in it for the money, however I can get there? You'll be the judge. He went viral in 2017 after counting to 100,000 video, earned tens of thousands of views in just a few days. His videos have become increasingly grand and extravagant. Once his channel took off, Beast hired some of his childhood friends to co-run the brand. Stop right there. That's already a problem. That's already a problem. You've hired your friends. You have a bunch of yes men around you. And also, if you were to fire them, you've lost the friendship too. You never do that. It may sound cool, like, oh, you know, hey, we're We're friends and we want to make a big thing together and do great things together. Sounds great until it doesn't. Now, this can't be saying that you can't make a friend while you are doing YouTube. For example, one of my best friends now is Whorehouse Media, or Den of Thames. We didn't know each other before YouTube, but we have a great working relationship and friendship now that if we continue to work together on things, it's not a problem because we don't have that prior established friendship together before YouTube. So I think that was a mistake right there. MrBeast is also the founder of MrBeast Burger Feastables and co-creator of Team Trees, a fundraiser for the Harbor Day Foundation, and has raised over $24 million for its campaigns. So I also want to point this out. For everybody that says MrBeast is just evil, whatever, you give $24 million away. I mean, or raise $24 million, or, you know, look how much good he has done in the world. Okay? We can't discount everything good he's done because of something bad. People do good things and bad things. Okay? And MrBeast has been extremely charitable. So we got to remember that going forward, because then we have the independent thought and the evidence to call him out on his bullshit, if we can also give him praise for good things he's done. If we could be logical, that would be awesome. Let's be nuanced here. This isn't fence riding. We're looking, these are separate issues. MrBeast, the philanthropist, good man. MrBeast, the content creator, questionable. MrBeast, the person, we'll have to see. He also co-founded Team Seas, a fundraiser for Ocean Conservancy and Ocean Cleanup, and raised over $30 million. Again, that's great. That's great. MrBeast also won the Creator of the Year award 4 times in a row at the Steamy Awards in 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. He also won the Favorite Male Creator Award 3 times, 2022, 2023, and 2024 at the Nickelodeon's Kids' Choice Awards. In 2023, Time named him as one of the world's 100 most influential people. I think you could name him one of the 10 most influential people. He ranked on the Forbes list for the highest paid YouTube creator in 2022 and has an estimated net worth of $500 million. $500 million. So I would keep in mind, even if you were the most successful at doing something, you may not still be a billionaire. So he was born May 7th, 1998 in Wichita, Kansas, but he was mainly raised in Greenville, North Carolina. He moved often and was under the care of au pairs due to parents working long hours and serving in the military, but his parents divorced in 2007. In 2016, MrBeast graduated from Greenville Christian Academy, a small private evangelical Christian high school in the area. So, I did not know this little known fact. Apparently, MrBeast is a Christian. You wouldn't necessarily know it, or maybe you do. I haven't watched enough of his content to know if he's spoken about this, but he did graduate from a Christian private school. He briefly attended East Carolina University before dropping out. Goes to show you don't need college. While at Greenville Christian, MrBeast played baseball as an outfielder for several years. After dropping out of college, Beast and his friends tried to analyze YouTube's recommendation algorithm and sought to deduce how to create viral videos. Beast recalled during this period, there's a 5-year point in my life where I was just relentlessly, unhealthily obsessed with studying virality. Studying the YouTube algorithm. I woke up, I would Uber Eats food, and then I would sit on my computer all day studying shit nonstop with other YouTubers. MrBeast, whether you know it or not, literally spent 5 years of his life studying the algorithm of YouTube to an unhealthy degree. And that is why I label him King of the Algorithm. This man is the algorithm. The algorithm is him. If I sign out of YouTube and I go to just sign in for the first time, MrBeast is going to pop up in the recommended searches. It is, to a certain extent, completely unfair to other YouTubers, to smaller YouTubers, because they get completely drowned out by MrBeast from ever having a chance. And that is the truth. Alright. MrBeast uploaded his first YouTube video February in 2012 at the age of 13 under the name MrBeast 6000. His early content ranged from Let's Plays mainly focused on Minecraft and Call of Duty Black Ops 2. By the way, I think it's so weird that MrBeast is like 10 years younger than me. Like, that just feels weird to me. You know? Videos estimating the wealth of YouTubers. Videos that offered tips to upcoming YouTube creators and commentary on YouTube drama. Beast also appeared infrequently in these videos. In 2015 and 2016, Beast began to gain popularity with his Worst Intros on YouTube series, poking fun at YouTube introductions. I mean, my introductions can be cringe as fuck. Like, I'm trying to figure out sometimes how to start a video, so I'm just like, hey guys, or what's up gamers, or, you know, eventually I want to lead to the point where I'm like, hit the subscribe button, and now please watch the content. You know, I mean, intros are always cringy. By mid-2016, Beast had around 30,000 subscribers. In the fall of that year, Beast dropped out of East Carolina University to pursue a full-time career as a YouTuber. I wish I started earlier. His mother disapproved of this decision and made him move out of the family home. Boy, oh boy, was the mom wrong. The mom was wrong. I also want to point out, it is a great story to see MrBeast come in and he made himself. Despite how he did it, despite the fact that, yeah, he was just studying the algorithm and he figured some stuff out, he made himself. That is very respectable. He has generational wealth because he grinded and put the work in. I appreciate that especially. As somebody who tries to upload every single day on my channel, as somebody who wants to add live streaming while also working a full-time job and having a family myself, the effort MrBeast puts into his videos, even to this day, the quality, it is to be respected, for sure. That part, as a content creator, must be respected. As his channel grew, Beast hired 4 childhood friends, Chris Tyson, we'll get more on that later, Chandler Hollow, Garrett Ronalds, and Jake Franklin to contribute to his channel. Franklin left the crew in 2020. Afterwards, Carl Jacobs, previously a cameraman, was promoted to take his place. In January 2017, Beast published an almost day-long video of himself counting to 100,000, which became his breakthrough viral video. The original took him 40 hours, with some parts sped up to keep it under 24 hours. Why did that video go off? Like, am I really supposed to sit here and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you all are gonna fucking watch it by the millions? Is that really what took him off? Like, I don't get it. If I were to sit here for 24 hours, counting 1 to 100,000, somebody would come in here and unplug the computer, and they would be taking me to a mental ward. Because other than that, I'm perfectly sane, guys. By 2018, Beast had given out $1 million through his stunts, which earned him the title of YouTube's biggest philanthropist. During the PewDiePie vs. T-Series rivalry in 2018, a competition to become the most subscribed channel on YouTube, Beast brought billboards and numerous television and radio advertisements to help PewDiePie gain more subscribers in T-Series. During Super Bowl 53, he bought multiple seats for himself and his team, whose shirts spelled out "sub to PewDiePie." In March 2019, Beast organized and filmed a real-life Battle Royale competition in Los Angeles with prizes totaling $200,000. 2 games were played, awarding $100,000. In collaboration with Apex Legends, the event and prize pool were sponsored by Apex publisher Electronic Arts. Beast was accused of using counterfeit money in his video titled "Open to Free Bank," published November 23, 2019. He later explained that he used fake money to avoid participant safety concerns, and the participants received real checks after the shoot. This is where I call bullshit. This guy was handing out fake money, and then after the cameras cut, supposedly cut checks. Are we to believe that? See, this is where I start to question him a little bit here. You know? In April 2020, Beast created a rock, paper, scissors competition stream that featured 32 influencers and a grand prize of $250,000, which at the time became YouTube's most watched live original event, with 662,000 concurrent viewers. I wish 666 viewers, not even 1,000, just watch me play Pool Blitz. That'd be kind of fun. On January 1st, 2021, Beast released the video YouTube Rewind 2020. Thank God it's over. In Beast video, he explains that he had always believed that YouTubers should get more say in Rewind, and with that in mind, he decided to call hundreds of YouTubers at the end of the video. Beast gives a shout out to PewDiePie, citing him and the 2018 Rewind as inspiration for Beast Rewind. A month later, Beast signed a Facebook and Snapchat content distribution deal with Jelly Smack. During a clubhouse room in February 2021, Beast booted entrepreneur Farko Sarmed, I'm sorry, I butcher those kind of names, after he allegedly said that he could not pronounce his name. So, MrBeast couldn't pronounce his name either, and that's why he booted him. I didn't even read that part yet. A move that Sarmed later said he was racist. Okay, I'm gonna have to defend MrBeast here. I couldn't say the name either. On this video, live in front of you all. Not live, but this is pre-recorded. But, to me, it was live. In live time, I couldn't say his name. MrBeast couldn't say his name, so MrBeast fired him. And then the guy says he's racist. He's not racist. We just can't say your name, motherfucker. Let's continue. In November 2021, Beast uploaded $456,000 Squid Game in Real Life, a recreation of the survival drama streaming television show Squid Game, but in real life. The video had 456 people compete for a $456,000 cash prize. The video was one of the most watched YouTube videos of 2021, receiving over 130 million views within the week. A review of the video in Vice argued that it badly misunderstood the anti-capitalist message of Squid Game. So I have some criticism of Vice here. Squid Game is not an anti-capitalist messaged show. It really isn't. The show is about the struggle of survival between humans. And you're going to have that whether you're in a capitalist society, a communist society, a socialist society. That's just a fact. The truth about capitalism is it is the most free you can make a society financially. Most economies are a mixed economy, including the United States, because we have several forms of socialism. For example, like it or not, even having a minimum wage is a form of socialism because the market normally would dictate your wage. However, it's an accepted form of socialism because we feel like the pros from that intervention outweigh the cons of that intervention. So yeah, we are a mixed economy. And the elements of capitalism that are good, such as buying products that you want, are important. Including Vice, you are capitalist as well because you make YouTube videos trying to make money, so shut the fuck up and go sit in the corner. In December 2021, Beast created a third influencer tournament featuring 15 competitors with the grand prize of $1 million. In January 2022, Forbes ranked Beast as YouTube's highest earning content creator, earning an estimated $54 million in 2021. Forbes stated that his income in 2021 would have placed him 40th on the 2020 Forbes Celebrity 100, earning him as much money as Vin Diesel and Lewis Hamilton did in 2020. That's crazy. That's nuts. Vin Diesel money? On July 28th, 2022, Beast surpassed 100 million subscribers on his main channel, making him the 5th channel and the 2nd individual YouTuber to achieve this milestone. On November 17th, 2022, Beast achieved the Guinness World Record of most subscribers for an individual male on YouTuber, with MrBeast channel at 112 million subscribers. The previous record holder, PewDiePie, had held the record as the most successful YouTuber for almost 10 years. Beast achieved 1 billion video views over 30 days on his main YouTube channel in November 2022. On October 15th, 2023, Beast would surpass 200 million subscribers. His YouTube Shorts video, Would You Fly to Paris in a Baguette, is the most watched video on his main YouTube channel, having more than 1.3 billion views and 50 million likes as of January 2024. These numbers are astronomical. I can't even wrap my brain around these numbers, guys. 1.3 billion viewed video. You know, I remember the early days of YouTube. You used to be able to just like click in and look at the most viewed video on the entire platform. And I remember there's like a guy that's doing some breakdancing or whatever, and he had like 120,000 views. And it was like the highest, most video ever. You have the weird one with the groundhogs looking behind him, and you got Charlie Bit My Finger, videos like that. If you guys remember, they were viral. They're like pennies on the dollar compared to MrBeast stuff on the regular. In June 2nd, 2024, Beast surpassed Indian-based music label and film production company T-Series in subscribers for the title the most subscribed channel on YouTube at 267 million. But it didn't stop there, because just a few weeks later, on July 10th, 2024, Beast became the first YouTuber to surpass 300 million subscribers, prompting religious believers to think he was possibly the Antichrist. On July 13th, 2024, Beast uploaded his 300 million subscriber special, 50 YouTubers Fight for $1 million. The video featured guest appearances from Howie Mandel, Miranda Cosgrove, and Joey Chestnut. This video reached 71 million views the first 24 hours, becoming Beast's most viewed video within its first 24 hours. Keep in mind, we only have 300 million people in the country. And I'm sure most of the viewers are United States. But all good things must come to an end. And although there is no end in sight for MrBeast, although he will continue to remain super successful because he's coming from such heights, the beginning of the fall is occurring. Now, he will never run out of money doing YouTube. He can upload anything he wants the rest of his life. It could just be him talking in front of his camera for 5 minutes and instant paid. He can't be ruined unless he physically is put in prison for something, which I'm not saying he deserves here. But we got to talk about the allegations. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying I have painstakingly went over these allegations with a lawyer. And it was determined I can talk about it. So, I am going to talk about it. But this is where it's very important. Okay, guys? I'm making this known to YouTube ahead of time. Do not strike the video. Do not copyright the video. Everything I'm saying is an opinion. These allegations are just my reaction to what I'm hearing, and everything you are about to hear in this section of the video is alleged. It's alleged. I am making no claims of innocent or guilty whatsoever. So with that being said, guys, I have full immunity in this section right here to talk about things. Because yes, MrBeast has went out and he has struck channels down before for speaking on these issues. So I am about to speak on these issues with full immunity and some honest and candor discussion. So if we are mature enough to have that discussion, let's do it. On July 24th, 2024, Beast removed Ava Chris Tyson, one of the original cast members, from the MrBeast brand following allegations against Tyson of sexual misconduct with multiple cupcakes and of pursuing a former employee to perform sexual acts. However, Tyson put out her own statement saying she willingly stepped away and that the decision to leave was mutual. One of the alleged victims initially responded to the allegations by denying that he had been groomed, referring to it as massive lies and twisting of the truth, and claimed that Tyson had only made a few edgy jokes. He later rescinded the statement and said that the conversations were inappropriate for his age and acknowledged that he was a cupcake who did not recognize the wrongdoing at the time. Beast released a statement saying that he was disgusted and opposed such unacceptable acts. Had been alleged and was hiring an independent investigator to look further into the matter. Later on, Tyson's Discord server with people related to the allegations present had 500,000 messages. Not one, not two, not 100. 500,000 messages. Can you even write that many? Leaked onto GitHub, allegedly containing explicit conversations. The messages were removed a few days later with GitHub citing a violation of their terms. On the same day, one of MrBeast's former employees released a video on YouTube accusing MrBeast of rigging contests, running illegal lotteries, and deceiving his fans. In a second video, the uploader interviewed another former employee who described poor working conditions, as well as MrBeast hiring Jake Franklin's brother-in-law, a registered sex offender who was charged with assaulting a cupcake. The uploader also alleged that Donaldson's cameraman sexually harassed multiple women before the second video came out. Beast was pledging to hire a chief human resources officer, chief financial officer, and general counsel, as well as implement sensitivity training for employees. Tyson is soon to be investigated by law firm Quinn Emanuel Urquhart and Sullivan. Okay, that's the drama section of this. Now, we've seen a bunch of YouTubers rush out there and give their thoughts and opinions, or maybe they throw MrBeast under the ground, or they're grifting for attention. We've seen people go out there and making claims that the show is fake, the show is rigged, or trying to even say MrBeast himself likes cupcakes, or that he's not responsible for, or he is responsible for the people he hires and whatever. So I want to boil down my take into what I think happened here. Is MrBeast innocent or guilty? Guys, you're not going to like my answer, because I'm sure you come in here after watching my previous videos and you see that I have bashed EDP 445 before. You've seen that I've bashed Dr. Disrespect before. And here's the bottom line. This isn't MrBeast's fault. It's not MrBeast's fault. Now, if you want to call Chris Tyson names, if you want to accuse Chris Tyson, there's a ton of evidence. Evidence I have not seen. If you want to complain about former employees or people that committed sexual assault or whatever, they did it. MrBeast didn't do it. And then you go, oh, well, wait a minute. MrBeast hired these people. Again, if I ever hire an editor and he does something inappropriate, that shouldn't fall on me. We got to stop doing this in America, people. We don't just blame the CEO for everything. You have to blame individuals. Individuals do acts. Individuals are responsible for their acts. And as far as hiring someone who was a sex offender before, okay, so here's the thing. They got to get jobs somewhere, right? So somebody has to hire them, or else they don't have a job at all. Then they're a drain on society. So what do you want? If you don't want sex offenders to have jobs at all, then what's the alternative? Do we put them to death? Maybe, depending on their crime. I mean, I support the death penalty for PDF files, but not every sex offender is on the registry for PDF file stuff. It could be maybe they were taking a piss and a woman walked by and saw their dick, and now they're on the sex offender list. Should they get put to death and never have a job again over that? I don't think so. So you have to come at this with some nuance. So he hires him, then something goes wrong. Do we lock these people away and feed them and clothe them the rest of their life to keep them alive in prison? What is the alternative here? You know what I mean? Obviously now that this cameraman did something inappropriate that he should go to prison for, we as a society are going to have to feed and clothe him while he's in there. You know, that's part of what we do in society when we prison people. But I feel like what's happening here is because it's anything that's in MrBeast's company. If something goes wrong, everything falls on MrBeast. And I understand the whole idea, the buck stops with you, that sort of mentality. But also, like I said, you can't be held responsible for every single individual action your employees do. He looked like he took the right steps. He fired the people he needed to fire. He did private investigations on the people he needed to. It seemed like those were the appropriate measures. Now, if he continued to let abuse happen in the workplace, then you could say, okay, now we have a problem. And now we got lawsuits coming MrBeast's way. Now, what I don't appreciate for MrBeast is him trying to silence the critics. Is him trying to quiet down the noise. Whenever nobody, fuck you, because you are the CEO of the company, and people can talk about you in a negative light. We do have freedom of speech, for God's sake. So although I completely understand, you are literally not Chris Tyson. You are your own person. And you've gotten rid of Chris Tyson. You also can't escape the fact it happened under your watch, so you're going to catch some flack. That's how it works. So you can't be absolved of everything. But I would say more like a point and laugh at MrBeast. Like, you fucking idiot. Look what happened under your watch. It's not so much pitchfork and torches. Let's end MrBeast. Because number one, you're never going to. The guy has an audience that's unmatched. And number two, he is not responsible for stuff that Ava Chris Tyson does. He just isn't. He's not responsible for those things. And if that answer doesn't please you guys, I'm sorry. He's not. This is not Dr. Disrespect. Now, if he did something like Dr. Disrespect and EDP did, where he himself did these allegations, he himself messaged a cupcake, then you best believe your ass, I don't care if I would get my video taken down, I would go scorched earth on the motherfucker. You know that. You watched my EDP video. That being said, I can't cry too many tears for MrBeast because he's wiping his ass with $1,000 bills every day. So boo-hoo, cry me a river. I'm not a MrBeast defender. And I'm definitely not somebody who's going to sit out here and for sensationalism like these other YouTubers try to throw MrBeast under the bus for shit that isn't even his fault. So that's it. That's the drama section of this video. Let's get back to the rest of his career. Early in his career, Beast content usually consisted of Let's Plays, best and worst videos, and YouTube commentary. Beast's present-day videos are categorized into three genres. Stunt videos, where Beast or other participants perform challenges that are interesting, challenging, or dangerous. Junk Lord videos. By the way, I have another criticism of MrBeast. I don't like his videos. Sorry, I don't. I don't subscribe to him. I don't like his videos. I think they're boring. So, yeah, not a defender here. I have no skin in the game whatsoever. Try to look at his comment section. So many fucking comments. You can't sift through them all. It's just an endless void. I mean, if you watch MrBeast, and that is your favorite YouTuber, congratulations, you are just an average Joe Schmo who can't get outside the box of the algorithm. Where MrBeast used a large quantity of a particular product, usually, or spends an extravagant amount of money on a giveaway video. Where Beast gives away a large amount of money or extravagant prizes to people, usually including a competitive aspect. Giveaway videos are considered to be a distinctive feature of Beast content. Yeah, giveaway videos. I mean, he makes a lot of money, so he could spend a lot of money to make his videos the most amount of money possible. It's a vicious cycle. Like I said, He's mastered the algorithm. He's mastered money. He hasn't quite mastered PR after this year. He's definitely took a PR hit. Beast videos leverage YouTube's recommendation algorithm to go viral, mainly by maximizing click-through rate and viewer retention. To maximize click-through rate, he focuses on creating effective topics, titles, and thumbnails. So does every YouTuber. That is nothing special. Every YouTuber wants to create titles and thumbnails that get you to click on the video. Okay? To maximize click-through rate, he focuses on creating effective topics, titles, and thumbnails. We just went over that. In an interview with Lex Friedman, he stated for him to create a viral video, it needed to be original, creative, and something people really need to see. Ideally never been done before. His titles are designed to attract attention by promising outrageous stunts and using certain keywords like 24 hours and challenge. His thumbnails are designed to be easily understandable, clearly focused and brightly colored to maximize viewer attention. Beast places the videos to have viewers engaged throughout. His videos typically span 10 to 30 minutes. Well, this video is definitely over 30 minutes by now, so I've probably lost most of you. He hooks his viewers by explaining the premise in under half a minute at the start of the video and promises a finale to have viewers engaged until the end of the video. Beast funding for these videos mainly comes from sponsorships and Google's AdSense program. Beast was reported in 2022 to spend about $1 million on each video. Most of his funding comes from sponsorships. Beast uses his reaction channel and gaming channel to help finance his main channel, as their videos are relatively cheap to produce and make a substantial amount of money. The Verge noted that his revenue is self-perpetuating. The more viral he becomes, the more brands wants to work with him, and the bigger his own AdSense earnings get. I will say, if you are a sponsor though, the recent accusations and drama should get you to maybe turn away from MrBeast and go to other people. Not pointing at anybody who would love a sponsor. He stated in an interview with Rolling Stone, I could be doing cheaper videos, but I just don't want to. I want to push the boundaries to go bigger and bigger. Beast earns passive income through merchandise, MrBeast burgers, and Feastables. By the way, never had a MrBeast burger, never had a MrBeast bar. They are overpriced. They look like they taste nasty. As of 2023, Beast employs over 250 people. But remember, guys, people that complain about MrBeast, they want him to be responsible for all 250 people and their actions immediately. He has to thought crime them and know if they're going to commit an act before they do so. Right? That's how we treat people who have employees. God, I hope some of you incels out there don't start running your own business because you'll freak out. And you probably never will because you're beta anyway. Out of those 250 people, they include writers, editors, and producers. Many employees are people familiar to MrBeast, such as friends and family members. Again, I think that's an issue. Some former employees allege that Beast neutered a difficult work environment. In May 2021, New York Times article, Matt Turner, an editor for Beast from February 2018 to September 2019, claimed that Beast berated him almost daily, including calling him a retard. Turner reported that he was regularly not credited for his work. Reporting by insiders showed that Turner previously posted a video in 2018 explaining his allegations, and in October 2019 released a deleted Twitter thread which stated that he was yelled at, bullied, and called mentally retarded and replaceable by Donaldson every single day. Not a good way to talk in the workplace. But again, when you're hiring all your friends and your family, you think you could talk to them a certain way, and that's part of the issue. He's created an echo chamber. He wants to be a king. He's created a kingdom. He wants a bunch of yes men. And as bad as people talk about Keemstar being difficult to work with, that's sort of an on-camera persona. Really, it sounds like MrBeast might be more Keemstar than Keemstar, if you know what I'm saying. Nate Anderson, another editor, quit after working for MrBeast for a week in 2018 over what he said were unreasonable demands and called Beast a perfectionist. Again, you gotta be a perfectionist to do what he's done. If you can't work for his company, don't work for his company. Don't do it. I couldn't work for the asshole. If he started barking orders at me and started telling me he wanted perfection, I'd tell him, get the fuck out of my face. I don't need your money more than I need my respect. After releasing a video describing his experience, Anderson reportedly received death threats from Beast fans. And that's part of the issue too, is now you've created, with so many fans, you're also going to have a certain segment of those fans that are hardcore MrBeast fans to the point where it's like a cult. You're also going to have hardcore MrBeast trolls who maybe didn't exist too much before, but just the sheer amount of people that interact with this guy and considering the new allegations, his trolling ought to be out of control, but he can't even see it because it's literally, there's so much activity going on. He probably just mutes everything and doesn't even look at the comments because it would be insane to try to even sift through all of it. If you literally sifted through all the comments and only looked at the good stuff, you would think you're God walking on earth. If you sifted through the comments and you started looking at only the bad stuff, you would think you're a POS that needs to hang by rope. But, look, I doubt he looks at any of that shit. I wouldn't. I'd lose my mind. Right now I look at all my comments. But if I ever had that many comments, I wouldn't even look. I wouldn't even look. Membership for me to see it. Let's continue. 9 other employees also worked for MrBeast, also stated that he was sometimes generous. His demeanor would change when the cameras were off. Beast disputes these claims, stating, "We have high standards, but it's not a toxic work environment." Beast also claims that he gave Turner $10,000 and suggested a job at another company to him at the end of his contract. I mean, I think that's fair. Your employer lets you go, gives you $10,000, and suggests a job at another company. I mean, that'd be great. A lot of people would just take that. You know, if you're not agreeing with the values of the company. As far as MrBeast being a different person off camera than on camera, that's obvious. That's obvious. He wants to be the Mr. Rogers of the internet on camera. And so off camera, I'm sure he's a total fucking prick. I have no proof of this, but I've always thought that. I've always thought that. You just know he is. You know he is. Come on. In June 2020, Beast, in collaboration with Brooklyn-based art collective MSCHF, released a one-time multiplayer mobile game titled Finger on the App. In the game, players touch their phone screen, and the last person to remove their finger from the screen wins $25,000. In the end, 4 people ended up winning $20,000 each after they kept their finger on the app for over 70 hours. Man, I couldn't imagine, even for $20,000, to keep my finger on the app. Holy crap. The game was reportedly so successful that a sequel titled Finger on the App 2 was planned to originally launch in December 2020. The game was postponed to February and then further delayed to March 2021 due to flood of downloads, causing the game to crash and requiring the game's developers to upgrade their servers. This time the game featured a grand prize of $100,000. The winner kept their finger on the phone screen for around 51 hours. The second place person finisher also received a prize of $20,000. MrBeast Burger. Will Hyde, a producer of the MrBeast channel, announced in November 2020 article with the Wake Weekly that MrBeast would launch a viral restaurant called MrBeast Burger. In December 2020, Hyde and his team worked with virtual dining concepts during the development of the restaurant concept. He said MrBeast Burger will sell franchise rights to serve burgers to restaurants across the U.S., and customers would be able to order burgers via online delivery service. On June 17, 2023, Beast expressed wishes to shut down MrBeast Burger due to fears that quality cannot be guaranteed, saying he regrets signing a bad deal with virtual dining concepts, but said the company won't let me stop, and even though it's terrible for my brand. On July 31st, 2023, Beast sued Virtual Dining Concepts to end their partnership, alleging that the company damaged his reputation by prioritizing the expansion of MrBeast Burger brand over food quality. Beast also claimed he received no payment from his partnership. Virtual Dining Concepts disputed the claims, stating Beast had grown his reputation due to MrBeast Burger brand, and accused Beast of attempting a new deal for personal gain and resorting to bullying when rejected. If I was a judge, I side with MrBeast. It's his name, his product. He thought the burgers sucked, so he wanted it pulled. He wasn't receiving money. Yeah, I would dissolve the partnership if I were the judge. I actually take MrBeast's side on that. In January 2022, Beast announced the creation of a new food company called Feastables, which launched its own brand of chocolate bar called Feastables. At launch, they offered 3 flavors of bars: Original Almond and Quinoa Crunch. The launch corresponded with a sweepstakes with over $1 million in prizes, including $10,000 prize winners who would receive a chance to compete for a chocolate factory in a future video, emulating Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The video, released in June 2022, contained a series of elimination challenges where the winner won a choice of the Chocolate Factory or $500,000 cash prize. Michelin star chef Gordon Ramsay featured as judge in the final challenge of the video and ultimately decided who won the cash prize. Feastables reportedly made $10 million in the first few months of its operation. On March 3rd, 2023, Beast asked fans on Twitter to clean up the presentation of Feastables displays on store shelves and suggested they obscure competing products. Feastables fans entry into 5,000 cash raffle if they provided proof of their assistance. The tweets drew criticism and accusations that Feastables was exploiting fans for unpaid labor. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't have people go into stores and fuck around with the other products and make MrBeast candy up front and center and not pay people. That's exploitation 101 right there. On October 2nd, 2023, Feastables signed a partnership with Charlotte Hornets to include MrBeast insignia on their jerseys. On January 11th, 2024, Beast announced changes to the original Feastables bar, including a new shape and formula. By the way, I didn't know that MrBeast logo is on the Charlotte Hornets jerseys. That's kind of crazy, actually, that he's on a sports team's jersey. Now, it is the Charlotte Hornets. They don't do anything, and they're terrible, so it doesn't really matter. Beast is an investor in the tech startup Backbone, which produces the Backbone One, a controller that makes smartphones appear more similar to Nintendo Switch controllers, and the Backbone app, a content creation and social tools app for its users. In March 2021, Beast partnered with Creative Juice Financial Network to introduce Juice Funds, a $2 million investment fund for content creators. In April 2021, Beast became a long-term investor and partner of financial technology company Current. The same month, Beast received backlash after fans lost large amounts of money in a cryptocurrency scheme that Beast had invested in and promoted. In November 2022, Beast partnered with East Carolina University to create a course centered around YouTube content creation. In May 2023, Beast was featured as a judge in Gordon Ramsay's Food Stars show. In September 2023, Beast partnered with Samsung, making the Samsung Galaxy smartphone series the official vlogging camera of MrBeast. In 2023, a free ad-supported streaming television network named MrBeast that only shows previously released MrBeast YouTube videos began airing on Roku channel services. I did see this. I have a Roku myself, and I saw MrBeast has his own fucking channel. You know, just more exposure for the man that doesn't need it. In March 2024, Beast and Amazon MGM Studios announced their plans to create a new reality competition series Beast game set to air exclusively on Prime Video. It is set to become the biggest reality competition series with 1,000 contestants competing for $5 million cash prize, the biggest single prize of in the history of television and streaming. So let's go over this whole, is MrBeast show fake? There are definitely aspects that seem fake. There are definitely claims that there's some fakeness. It is produced content. Do you guys really think that when I sit here wearing a luchador mask, that this is what I do 24/7? Like, do you guys think I shower with the mask? Do you guys think that I'm an actual luchador? Like, because at the end of the day, it is a show. It's not just real life. You know what I mean? Like, you think that when I start bugging out and talking about how I should be the host of Lolcow Live and take my shirt off and do antics, you think that's how I really am? Like, there are definitely parts of this show where I just take myself and amp it to 11. MrBeast probably has aspects of his show that have to be faked in order for it to actually air. And so that's just a part of anything you do when it comes to making entertainment. Sorry to break it to you guys. You know, the WWF, the WWE, isn't real. It has scripted promos. It has storylines. You know, hey, there's a lot of people that accuse the NFL of not being real. They think Vegas has influence and that there are some scripting there with referees and stuff. I mean, the lines are blurred these days. The fourth wall's been taken down and broken. And at the end of the day, I don't think that if MrBeast show... Now, if MrBeast show did come out and it was 100% fake, I'd probably have a little bit of an issue for it. But it would still... It still caused many, many people to click, whether it's real or fake. It's kind of like how people like to bitch and complain about your title's clickbait. I only like that term if the title you put up, you don't even mention. Like, for example, if I put up a title that said, I jump off the roof, and then I do a video and I never even jump off a roof, that's a problem. But if I put a video title up that says, I jump off the roof, and I do, but I land on a trampoline, well, I still jumped off the roof, that's not clickbait. That's my opinion. So yeah, MrBeast does have clickbait, at least how many people consider clickbait, not me. And MrBeast, there is probably aspects of his show that are fake or forced or produced, and that's okay, because it's entertainment for a reason. You think every reality TV show you see, it's actually just flat real? No, of course not. Like, you guys have to understand these things. And I think most of my audience gets it. I think most of my audience gets that, you know, I'm playing a gimmick, but I'm also giving my honest thoughts, too. So, it's like 95% real. I might play it up a little bit for the camera here and there. I mean, let's be honest, okay? Because if you don't, I'd be sitting here boring you. And I might have already bored you. You might have already clicked off the video. I could be talking to no one right now. But I'm getting long-winded here. I don't want to get long-winded. But the point is, MrBeast is trying to get you to click and watch. And he's done so successfully. So whether it's real or fake is kind of irrelevant. And he has done a lot of actual good work, which we're about to talk about right now. But first, we do have some criticism. The show faced criticism after contestants complained that they had been denied food, water, and medication in beds during production. That's a problem. There should be lawsuits for that. Several contestants were hospitalized during the first filming session, with over a dozen contestants claiming that various injuries that occurred while participating in the challenges, and that many of them had been seen being removed from the area on stretchers. A spokesperson of Beast would blame external factors such as the global computer systems outage caused by CrowdStrike's update to software, extreme weather, and other unexpected logistical communications issues. That's the problem, though. When you're having a big show, this is my fear, and this is why I would never do something like MrBeast is doing. When you're involving people, and I think MrBeast is responsible for this, if they were to die or be injured or get sick under your protection of the show, you're responsible, buddy. And I think that's a risk I'm not willing to take. Not even from a financial perspective, which would also be bad, but just from a human perspective. I don't like this idea of using humans as pawns for my amusement, like MrBeast seems to. Because let's call it what it is. He's guising it up as philanthropy, but in reality, he's using people as pawns for his amusement. But let's talk about his real philanthropy. It's not all bad news. On October 25th, 2019, Beast and former NASA engineer and YouTuber Mark Robert announced a collaborative fundraising challenge event on YouTube called Team Trees. The goal of the project was to raise $20 million for the Arbor Day Foundation by January 1st, 2020, and plant trees no later than December 2022. Every donation goes to the Arbor Day Foundation, which pledges to plant one tree for every dollar donated. Notable YouTubers such as Rhett and Link Marshmallow, iJustine, Marquez Brownsley, and Slow Mo Guys Ninjas Simone Gertz, Jacksepticeye, and Smarter Every Day brought attention to the project, and trees began to be planted October 2019 in U.S. national parks. Guys, I'll be honest, I don't fucking know any of those people that they just named. Like, maybe I just don't watch the mainstream stuff all the time that you all might watch, but I don't know any of those motherfuckers. I mean, I might have heard the name here and there, but I don't know if you'll ever get a retrospective on any of those people that were just named, because I just don't know them well enough. I don't know MrBeast well enough either. This is almost like a blind retrospective. I went in pretty much mostly blind to everything he's done, for the most part. And so maybe I'm giving a fresh perspective that people who do follow MrBeast constantly wouldn't already have. So I hope you do enjoy that. On December 2019 that year, $20 million goal was surpassed. The project received large donations from corporate executives Jack Dorsey, Susan Wozniak, Elon Musk, and Tobias Lütke, as well as from companies such as Discovery, Verizon, and PopCap. Tobias Lütke, founder and CEO of Shopify, holds the record for the highest donation at 1,000,001 trees planted. As of June 5th, 2024, the original goal of 20 million trees has been far surpassed, with over 24.7 million trees in the ground. That's great. That's amazing news. On October 29, 2021, Beast and Robert organized another collaborative challenge event on YouTube titled Team Seas. The goal of the project was to raise $30 million for ocean conservancy and ocean cleanup by January 1st, 2022. The $30 million goal would fund the removal of 30 million pounds of plastic and other waste from oceans, rivers, and beaches. Beast and Robert enlisted thousands of content creators, including Aziland, Dan TDM, Tommy Innit, Linus Tech Tips, Zoom Limo, Infograph Show, Hannah Stalking, Darman, Marquise Brownsley, and partnered with Ben and the Buddies initiative of 8 million global creators to promote the fundraiser. As of June 5th, 2024, the original $30 million goal has been surpassed by 12 to 13%, with more than $33.7 million raised. That's amazing. That's great news. You know, a lot of environmentalists out there like to get mad about global warming and get mad about oil and transportation, and they want to tax carbon and stuff. But I like when actual people go out and want to do good things for the environment, like trees and worrying about the ocean, and that's all good stuff, and I'm all here for it. On September 17, 2020, the YouTube channel Beast Philanthropy was created. On the channel's first video, Beast announced that the charity and food bank named Darren Margolius, who had appeared in previous videos, has an executive director. According to the channel description, 100% of its advertising revenue, brand deals, and merchandise sales are donated to charity. That's good. And I haven't heard of any charity scandals going on, like what happened with the Completionist, for example, about MrBeast. So I think when it comes to the charity stuff, he's as good as gold. I think when it comes to the charity stuff, I don't know hardly anybody who's done more for charity than he has. So I think that far outweighs anything bad that's happened involving him. You know, because like I said, when it comes to the controversy, it's not really him. It's somebody that was under him, and then he ex-nayed that person. So I think we leave that part of it alone. And like I said, as far as his entertainment goes, I don't particularly enjoy his videos. And I also don't think he's that nice of a person off camera that he is on camera. That's really where I sit with MrBeast. Right now, this moment. Notable initiatives by Beast Philanthropy include giving away 10,000 turkeys to his hometown of Greenville, donating 20,000 shoes to Africa, building 100 wells in Africa for villages with limited access to clean water, and gifting $300,000 worth of technology to various schools. Now we're going to get into some aspects of his personal life. Beast describes himself as an introvert. Beast admits to having difficulty maintaining a social life due to his obsession with YouTube and his intense work ethic. I kind of understand that, actually. When you start going down the YouTube rabbit hole, you love it, man. I mean, I love it. I love doing these YouTube videos. Like, even if it's just to one person, it doesn't even matter. I fucking love doing this. I mean, I just want to make it my full-time gig, just so I can do this at least 40 hours a week, 50 or 60 hours a week, and actually put out, maybe learn editing myself and put out some edited content. That would be freaking incredible. MrBeast's mother, Sue, attributes his withdrawn style to their frequent relocations and his struggles with Crohn's disease. Didn't know he had it. Beast dated Maddie Spittle, a YouTuber from 2019 to 2022. He has been dating Thea Busen, a gaming streamer, since 2022. In June 2023, after the OceanGate submersible Titan exploded in the Atlantic Ocean while a tourist expedition to view the wreck of the Titanic, killing all 5 passengers, Beast stated that he had been invited to the expedition but declined the offer. So Beast nearly died in June 2023. But you know, you always get those stories where people go, well, I was going to be at 9/11 that day, and you know, I slept in, or I almost died, but I made the left turn. You know, everybody has those stories. everybody has those stories where if one little thing happened differently, they might not be on Earth anymore. I have my own. You know, I rolled over a car, not wearing a seatbelt, and walked away with no injuries somehow. Well, except a concussion. But, you know, just because I've had 2 or 3 concussions, I'm still sane, right? His personal views. In April 2022, interview with Daily Beast, MrBeast announced that he was no longer an evangelical Christian and identified as an agnostic theist. Okay. So I'll explain to the audience what an agnostic theist is to my best acknowledgement here. He's basically saying he left the Christian religion, and now that he's an agnostic theist, he says he doesn't know. Agnostic means you don't know. And then, but he leans more to the side that there is a God, but without being descriptive of said God. He also stated that he had long disagreed with Christian opposition to homosexuality. He states that during the time he grew up in the Bible Belt, he had religion beat into his head every day and was taught that gay people are the reason God's going to come and burn the earth. He has disavowed anti-LGBT rhetoric since then, which I agree with that. I think that there's nothing wrong if you're gay. That's just my opinion. Like, I'm sure many of you might paint me as a staunch conservative due to the fact that I am against woke video games, woke movies, woke TV shows. But I will say that I'm very independent when it comes to many issues. And, well, one issue I'm more left-leaning on, or more libertarian on, I should say, is I really don't give a crap if you're gay. It really doesn't bother me at all. In October 2018, The Atlantic published an article on Beast's history of using homophobic slurs. The article stated that Beast, while still a teenager, had a habit of referring to people as F-slurs on Twitter, and regularly treated being homosexual as a punchline in jokes and gay as an insult. Alright, I'm going to defend MrBeast here. He wasn't even of age yet. So again, he was a cupcake. And so anything you do and say as a cupcake, basically, is you can throw it out. You're not an adult. You're not an adult. You're going to say and do stupid things. Obviously, he's learned from that since. Obviously, he's changed his beliefs since. You can't hold it against him forever. And that's one of the problems with the left. They hold things against you forever. Even to a guy that's changed his ways and said now he supports LGBTQ stuff. It's sad, really. Get a life. Beast later removed the tweets, and in 2021, a spokesperson for Beast said that he had grown up and matured into someone that doesn't speak like that. Like I said. After Ava Chris Tyson, Beast's childhood friend and employee, acknowledged in April 2023 that she was receiving feminizing hormone replacement therapy, Beast defended her against backlash she had received. Yeah, this is getting absurd. Chris isn't my nightmare. He's my fucking friend, and things are fine. All this transphobia is starting to piss me off. Tyson subsequently came out as a trans woman. Again, don't care. If you're over 18, do what you want to do. Be trans if you want. I don't care. I really don't care. Beast considers himself apolitical because he wants to avoid alienating his audience, which would interfere with his goal of charity. Guarantee you, I feel like MrBeast is a Democrat. I can't prove it. I just take one look at him, Democrat. Maybe. I could be wrong. In September 2022, Beast commented that he would consider a run for president of the United States in like 20 years, adding that the U.S. is due for younger presidents. Yeah, see, I have a problem with him just saying he's going to run for president, because here's the truth. If he does run for president in 20 years, he's going to fucking win. He's going to win. Because look how popular he is on YouTube. He's going to win. But here's the problem. I haven't heard one single political statement out of his mouth to know what he thinks or feels. So we're going to have to hear some policy first, Jack, before we start talking about you running for president. We should see you have to run for a senator first, or a governor, or do something smaller before we give you the keys of the goddamn country, brother. On July 6, 2024, during the 2024 presidential election, Beast wrote on Twitter, "If we lower the age to run president, I'll jump in the race." Beast clarified on Twitter in another Twitter post, reiterating his apolitical position. So, I want to run for president, guys, but I have no positions. Get real. Gotta take a stand for something, man, if you're gonna actually voice your opinion. As of July 2024, MrBeast is the most subscribed channel on YouTube, surpassing T-Series. A February 2021 poll from Insider showed that 70% of respondents had a favorable view of him, compared to 12% who had an unfavorable view. I would love to interview the unfavorable view from back then, because I'm not sure what the unfavorable view would be. I had sort of a, whatever view of him. Generally favorable because of the good he's done, even back then. I still would give him a favorable view, to be completely honest. I just don't think that numbers holds today. I think a lot more people will dislike him now than they used to, but I still think more people like him than dislike him. Beast's way of displaying his philanthropy as a form of entertainment builds a very positive public image for him. In particular, Beast links audience engagement to charitable acts through statements like, "Every single time someone subscribes, I will give away 10 cents, and 100% of my revenue earned from Beast philanthropy is going to my charity," which allows Beast to perform acts of charity and build a large and loyal fan base. Beast also builds a parasocial relationship with his viewers by looking directly at the camera and talking to the audience, and displaying himself as an exciting, relatable, authentic, down-to-earth person. Manipulation tactics. However, some critics have questioned Beast's motives and ethics. Users on social media accuse Beast of exploiting poverty for views, deeming his content charity porn. Okay, that term is ridiculous. No, sorry, that charity porn, that's ridiculous. I can't agree to that. His philanthropy has been criticized for not addressing the root causes of inequity in society. He's one guy. Again, why should MrBeast be responsible for addressing everything bad in the world? He's already doing more charitable things than many other people ever will in their entire lives. But why are we putting this on him that he needs to address the root causes of inequality? That's for the politicians to deal with. That's for everyday society to deal with in the area they live. Okay? They need to address the areas of inequality and problems in a way that makes sense. It isn't MrBeast's fucking job to do so. You people are ridiculous that think that. In response, Beast claimed that he does not profit from Beast's philanthropy or the videos, and that all revenue goes towards his charity. True, but he's also getting exposure for his other channels. He also stressed the importance of the government's role in solving systemic issues. I agree. The government has a role in solving systemic issues. So do people in their actions in everyday life. MrBeast shouldn't have more say to that than any other person when it comes to how you treat people. According to Carissa Cheong of Insider, Beast became the most subscribed YouTuber, marks a shift in YouTube content away from traditional vlogging towards high production, elaborate videos that create more of a television-like experience. She wrote that the future of YouTube content creation will look more experimental now that Beast high-stakes challenges are performing so well. Creators are going to keep trying to push the boundaries of what is possible to try new and extreme formats and genres. Okay, I argue this right away. I'll argue this. What do I get shit for on my comments every other video, it seems like? People want me to take the mask off. People want me to do what every other fucking YouTuber does. And I look at them and I go, no, I'm not. I'm going to do my own thing. Thank you very much. I'm going to keep wearing the fucking mask. I'm going to keep having videos that are more reminiscent of 2009. I always get critics that say, your videos like 2009, get with the times. Fuck you. Because here's the thing. I want my videos to feel like they're from 2009. I want my videos to have an old school feel. You idiots who believe that I should sit here and just do what every other gaming YouTuber does. Okay, well, where's RGT85's video about MrBeast, huh? Where's Player Essence video about EDP445? I don't see them making videos about that. Who else makes content where they put out a new review, a new game, the review scores for it every single week, where they do it for a movie every single week, where they interview different content creators in a video called Vulture Interviews? Who else does NFL recap on top of that? Streams games live while still holding a full-time job outside of this shit? I do. And this isn't to sit on some high horse. There are many YouTubers out there who do great things. The only thing I don't do is edit your content in a highly produced, production value way that you all apparently want, but it's actually just retreading the same shit that every other gaming YouTuber does these days. When I want to be different, I want to be retro, but fresh at the same time. I want to have fun and be goofy and funny and laugh. And that's what we're doing here. Right? So it didn't mark a shift. People still want the same old tired BS because the new stuff's become same old tired now. So I'm here to break a trend. I want to break the algorithm. I don't want to be the algorithm. I want to break the algorithm. But I can't do it alone. You all can support the channel too. You all can make your own YouTube channels and I'll support you too. I'll interview you too. I'll promote you too. I don't care. I want a new wave of YouTubers that go back to the old days of YouTube. Guy in front of a camera just being entertaining off of his own words and entertainment value alone. I have more skill and entertainment in my fucking pinky than MrBeast has in his entire fucking body. He buys his subscribers. He buys his views. Now that he's at this level, he's using other avenues to just gush in the money. He worked hard to get where he got, but he's lost his way since. Now he's formulaic in his own way. He embraces the formula. He wants to be the formula. I say fuck the formula. Anyway. Fellow YouTuber and former NASA engineer Mark Robber wrote that Beast is constantly raising the bar for creators, whether it's through recreating Squid Game in real life or paying for the eye surgeries of 1,000 blind people. Beast has inspired many young YouTubers. His extreme challenge videos have influenced other YouTubers like Fiadus and Ariak, who simply try to attempt difficult challenges in their videos. The trend has been called the MrBeastification of YouTube. The MrBeastification of YouTube could go fuck itself. It could go fuck itself. Honestly, it can. I don't really like that aspect of YouTube. Sorry, I don't watch those videos. I don't watch those challenge videos. Hey, if you do, that's great. You do you. I hope you enjoy that stuff. And if you like my content and enjoy my content, I appreciate it as well. We're all just here to have a little bit of fun, right, guys? But anyway, I think we've went over this quite long enough, don't you? MrBeast, the most successful YouTuber of all time. We went over everything. The good, the bad, the ugly, the allegations, the good works he's done. At the end of the day, only you can be the judge. Only you can decide, is MrBeast worth watching? Is he worth supporting? Should I like or dislike his videos? The audience decides. The audience grew MrBeast. The audience can destroy MrBeast. Only time will tell. And with that, guys, that is the end of this retrospective. Thank you all for watching. It was a wild ride. I enjoyed filming every second of it. I'll catch you on the next side. I'm out. Have a good one.